according to some statistics, as many as 95% of diets fail, meaning that 19 out of every 20 people who go on a diet regain all or most of the weight they've lost within 1 year. Now, I'm not sure whether that's totally accurate, but I think we all know intuitively and anecdotally that diets tend to have a very poor long-term success rate, say over 3 years or more, even if people do lose weight over the first few months. Now, this might sound depressing, but in this video, I'm going to argue that people are not failing at diets. Diets are failing people. So friend, let's get into the 3 biggest reasons why diets are a waste of time and what is a better alternative instead. Let's go. I'm Dr. Ryan Williams, your host and the founder of Growing Pure, where I help you achieve health and vitality through delicious vegan food. Now, the first reason why diets are not necessarily a great strategy for weight loss is that diets are short-term, but we want long-term weight loss. So when I say diet, I mean something that you kind of go on for a set period of time, lose weight, and then the idea is that you can come off it, right? But the problem is that weight loss isn't something that we only want for a short period of time. You know, maybe we do have a particular goal in mind, we want that beach body, we've got a wedding coming up, whatever it might be, that can be quite a good little motivator to get us to really keep it front of mind. But we don't just want to be at a lower weight for that event and then go back to whatever we were before. Now, the nature of a diet is that it's something you do for a set period of time and then stop. And so, therefore, by definition, it's unsustainable. And it's therefore very likely to fail in the long term. I mean, I think a good analogy is, think about if you were going to the gym and you were trying to build muscles. If you go to the gym, you work out regularly, you want to build big muscles and you succeed with that, that's great. But if you just stop going to the gym, well, your muscle size and your strength is probably going to decline over time. And it's kind of similar with a diet. You can stick strictly to any diet that lowers calories below what your body requires, and you will lose weight. But as soon as you stop that, it's just going to come back on again, because you go back to your old habits. The other point here is, of course, that yes, weight loss is about health, and I think that's a major part of it. But it goes so much deeper than that as well. Weight loss is also about our self-esteem, our mobility, just our everyday quality of life. And it goes without saying that these aren't things that we only want some of the time or on a short-term basis. We want mobility and to feel good and to feel great when we look in the mirror every day that we can. And so since diets are short-term and therefore the weight loss that they can produce is short-term, we're really shortchanging ourselves. We're not getting the maximum benefit and the maximum mental, emotional, and physical joy from maintaining a weight that we feel comfortable with. Now, the second big reason why I think diets are not a great strategy is that weight loss also needs to promote long-term health. So, you know, quick win fad diets that aim for weight loss at any cost are terrible because they damage our health. So you can lose weight doing many different things. You can drink shakes and that's it, all you do. You can basically starve yourself. You can go on keto diets. You can restrict yourself. Like, there's many different ways that you can do it, right? But is that worth it if you sacrifice other elements of your health on the journey to get there? Think about it, right? Some of these dietary patterns are not going to provide the essential nutrients that you need to thrive. They could damage your gut microbiome. So this is the friendly bacteria that lives in our large intestine, in our colon. And this really needs a diversity of different plant material to thrive. So we need to be eating lots of different species of plants. So if you're just eating only meat or only protein shakes, clearly you're going to be doing damage to that gut microbiome. So we know from the scientific literature that certain dietary patterns give us greater risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes and cancers. And other dietary patterns a sort of a whole food vegan diet. I think you could also put a Mediterranean diet in there. Most diets that are plant predominant, I would say, would kind of fit into that category of generally extending health span and lifespan. Now, don't get me wrong, maintaining a healthy weight is a crucial factor for extending our health span, maintaining that vitality, and preventing chronic disease as we age. But there are so many other important things that diet plays a massive role in. Like I've already said, the health of our gut microbiome, which emerging science is really showing has such a powerful effect across our entire body. Additionally, things like what kind of antioxidants are we getting? To what extent does our body have the ability to repair oxidative stress? We need to be eating particular chemicals, polyphenols, anthocyanins, these antioxidants that are found in plant foods to make sure that we are able to metabolize in a healthy way and maintain good long-term health. And of course, it almost goes without saying that certain foods have certain nutrients in them. So it tends to be a good idea to have a variety and a diversity of different foods, especially whole plant foods, to give us all the nutrients that our body's going to require, all the vitamins and minerals and essential fatty acids, that kind of thing. So I would submit to you that it's not worth sacrificing our health and our happiness for weight loss, particularly if it's short-term weight loss like a diet is probably going to produce. Now, the third and the final reason why I don't think diets are a great strategy, and this is a tough one, is that permanent weight loss requires permanent change. So thinking of a sort of strict diet plan that you go on and then come off is doing yourself a disservice. I think we need to think more in terms of a holistic lifestyle change, something that we can maintain essentially forever, right? That we can continue doing for the rest of our lives. We want to be thinking, beyond the calories and the particular macronutrients and the micronutrients to understand the quality of the food that we're eating as a whole. Now, of course, calories and macronutrients and stuff, of course, they are important. But if we focus on whole food diet quality, particularly whole plant foods, we're likely to get all that covered almost by default. So a major shift that happened to me, I lost close to 50 pounds and I've kept it off for 6-7 years. And it seems to happen for other people as well, is that change really starts up here. You have to realign your thoughts and your emotions and your unconscious beliefs as well as your knowledge. So I think for us to make a permanent change, we can't just suddenly decide, okay, I'm changing, that's it. We really have to go a little bit deeper than that and start to interrogate our beliefs and our almost unconscious feelings around what we feel certain foods provide and help to kind of bring those long-term, distant, imagined scenarios and make them more present and more tangible. And I believe that certainly if you have a relationship with food, like I'm not ashamed to admit that I do certain ultra-processed junk foods, really sugary, salty things, potato chips, candies, chocolates, that kind of thing. I think my relationship with those is somewhat addictive in nature, and I think I'm not alone in this. Many people find that if those foods are there, you just keep eating them, and they are designed to be that way. And so when this happens, it's quite integral to really start to understand what whole plant foods are, what they do in our body, why that's so important. And that allows us to kind of realign our understanding and our beliefs around weight loss and what it's for and why it's so helpful for us. So if you want to lose weight permanently, our habits and our diet need to change in a permanent way, which means it's not a short-term diet, it's a lifestyle change. And this is one of the reasons why I talk quite a lot about how critical it is that our food is easy and delicious. We have to remove these layers of friction so that health promoting weight loss boosting foods become delicious and convenient. And that way we will keep doing it, we'll keep coming back to it. So there we have it, friend. Those are my 3 biggest reasons why I don't think diets work in the long term. Number 1, diets are short-term and produce short-term weight loss, but we want long-term weight loss. Secondly, any eating pattern, any diet should promote overall health, not just fast weight loss. And thirdly, permanent weight loss requires permanent lifestyle change. And since you stayed with me to the end of this video, I would really like to offer you a gift for being here with me. I want to offer you my top 5 nutrition mistakes that people can make on a vegan diet. These are the sort of common pitfalls that people can fall into, and they can prevent sustainable long-term weight loss in a healthy way. So if that sounds interesting to you, friend, if you would like that, you can get it totally for free. Please click on the link in the description below. Now, if you would like to see my video that I made all about the 4 beliefs that helped me to lose 50 pounds, you can watch that right here. Friend, I want to thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and I will see you again in the next video.